Welcome everyone to yet another Tuesday Newsday. This time we have a lot of people here. We have Sinzar, Dream, Hans, who's been with us for a previous episode, and the honorable guest Cotton, who's actually healing her way through a Final Fantasy 14 dungeon while recording this. Pretty impressive. Hey guys.
Oh,
I'm so honored to be
What's up?
called a guest. Thank you, thank you.
you can tell the order of priority by how we read the names out.
Um okay, sure. All right, so shit, we have a lot to talk about this week. Do you guys have a feeling for in what order to do it? Do we do banner units first?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So we have another unit design content unit. This is Ygni or Ygni? Ygni?
Ygni?
I would say Ygni.
Ygni. Oh, okay. Ygni. All right. Ygni, the sorcerer Mogul, I guess.
hmm
I think it was like the
That's
Banished
right.
Mogul. The Banished Mogul was his like actual title.
Right. He looks like this badass sorcerer, and he seems to be riding on a bomb, or what is that? Oh, so bomb as in the Final Fantasy creature, not
Yeah.
as in a physical bomb.
Is
Looks
he riding a bomb?
Looks like some kind of dark spirit in the card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well he's
It looks
he's
more-
riding something and levitating-ish and brandishing several daggers, it seems. Huh, very cool.
Indeed.
All right. So do we know anything about this unit other than it seems to be a mage buffer in base and a mage debuffer in shift?
He's a
Mega
Dagger
DV.
Mage,
What's it called?
True
Mega DV cowbait, what with dark morale and his Zon skill, wannabe skill. isn't
Okay,
it?
actually, you know what? Dark morale, let's start it there. So dark morale does this mean that the next morale battle is going to be dark based?
quite possibly.
Or they're just trolling us.
Yeah, it's like
Seems that way.
it's a dark morale unit. The next morale is immune to dark. That would be fantastic,
Yes.
actually.
It'll probably be one of its weaknesses.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, because we all know like Sky was actually designed to ace this cow, right? So
Yeah, obviously.
so this could be the same thing.
Mm.
I am excited
But
about
he's
one.
not really.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The difference is he's not releasing it at the same time as the cow. But
That's true. That's true.
yeah, we don't know if they'll actually have like another Glex unit on next cow week.
Right. This could be like the link,
Hmm.
right? Like the strong support cow unit rather than the nuker that Sky is, kind of.
Could be.
So one thing I want to talk about this unit that actually Cotton mentioned is in the chat before is the ability called Gemini Enhancement that was shared with us, and this is basically Zon's spread ability. So that's very interesting, right? Is this
Seems
Envy
really cool.
Zon? I guess is the question.
We don't know if he's gonna have like the stealing as well. Like
Oh,
he
yeah,
might
that's
he
true.
might just be like spreading out his personal buffs or whatever,
Right.
or like single target ones you put on.
But
And
we
yeah,
do
it's
have
like,
we do know that Moogles do steal abilities because we do have Noppy.
Do they?
Yeah, I mean
Oh.
Noppy
that's
does
true.
it.
Nothing had like a limited, but it seems like it might not be for as wide of a variety of ability types. Like this mirror that we're seeing is specifically stats, killers, and imbues,
Right.
which are the important ones. But it
Yeah, those are
doesn't
the ones you
have,
care
like-
about.
Like yeah, but like Zon also does element resists and ailment resists, etc.
Yeah. Although
example.
to be
The
fair,
most important one, basically, killers.
Yeah,
only,
yeah,
which he
it's
can
the
do.
important ones, but
yeah, but I also
Imbues
want to
handy
say
as well.
like Zon has some very interesting uses in DV when he actually can share, for instance, resistances, where you can like get a unit with self-buffing high resistances and spread those and stuff, so you can survive without a tank. So there's that. But okay, I mean, this is very interesting because this is also a damage dealer. So if this follows the Sky formula, this is probably going to be a damage dealer that's still very strong in DV, but also has these supporting abilities. So you know what? I am sweating a bit because I am smelling a must pull. Does anyone else feel that?
Or on the other hand, like the rest of the fan design units have been at a power level that's like pretty good but not top tier, so it could fall into that
True.
category as well.
No, that's a good point. I mean, of course, all depends on the numbers, right? And we don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
have enough to go on,
Not yet.
really. So, where does the morale come from? Where we are thinking it is a morale unit?
On
Shrouding
Shrouding
Veil.
Veil. Yeah.
Ah,
Consume
okay.
own HP to deal dark morale-based dark magic damage and full break.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, well, I guess we can't say too much about it. We have some hints. Um, what can we say about his TMR and STMR? Is there anything exciting there?
Oh, for his cooldown ability, there's one extra line at the bottom that boosts damage of certain abilities for all allies. So not sure what
Yeah.
that means.
Oh, interesting.
And I guess either he has like a chain grant for the team, or it's a generic magic mod boost, maybe similar to Ignis's physical one.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those. It's not just Ignis anymore, right? There is another one too. Doesn't Bart's have it too?
No, but Butts is a good user of Ignis's one from Brave Blade, but
All right.
he doesn't have one.
Nappy does.
Noppy
Yeah,
does.
that's it.
Yeah, so okay, that's also very interesting. This could be like the magic, although like wait, when do mages do damage with abilities that are not evoke abilities nowadays?
Hmm.
Mm.
Or like okay,
Anyway,
yeah. Well, we do have Luis, I guess. So like
yeah, that's true.
Can
So-
Louis really be classified as a mage though?
well,
Since he sees the physical
Yeah,
type.
oh, that's true actually. So it might not this mod boost might not apply to her if it's like a mod boost on abilities that are magic typed. Yes, that's actually true, Cotton.
This you can kind of tell from the preview. This unit's going to be a physical type mage as well because soul projection deals non-elemental damage, and she also spreads imbues. So you can kind of like
yeah.
Ah,
pretty much
true.
make the connection
True,
that
true,
she's going to
true,
be a
true.
mage you can imbue, or he.
Yeah. No, I actually that's absolutely right. This is going to be a physical type mage, meaning that then it's going to be really interesting to see what this boost damage of certain abilities for all allies is going to mean when this comes out. Like I honestly, the more we talk about this unit, the more I am smelling a must pull. I really am. Like
I feel like if the must pull, if he has Zon's copy ability, if it's just the spreading, then it's less.
yeah.
At least they'll have a more interesting kit than most JP units.
True. I mean, it's an interesting unit, it seems, and I have shittered a ton of NVs lately, so I feel like I can only do dailies on this, and I am not getting it. So I'm that's a shame. That's a shame because this
The-
does smell like a must pull. Sorry, Cesar, you were saying.
I was gonna say the cool thing is that if you pulled for like Sephiroth and Tifa, like it's literally just all downhill for like 3 more months of all the banners coming from JP. So you can just pull just on the global stuff and skip almost all the JP stuff coming for like 4 months, and you'll be totally fine.
Yeah, someone was saying in Discord that like what you should do now is just pull on the global cow units because like if you have Tifa and Sephiroth or one of them at least, like you're kind of good, right? You're gonna be fine. I guess depends
Yep.
on if you want to cap DV or not, but yeah. But we all know what is required for capping DV. So okay, cool. Is there anything else we're missing about this unit? Anything else that's interesting? What about its
Not a-
card?
I will say that it's a dagger mage, which the best dagger in the game is obviously the new STMR, which is only 180 attack power, and it's obviously going to be a dual. It's obviously going to be a dual wield unit, which means unless he has really high flat magic boost, he's going to have pretty low magic, which is
Or-
we don't know the kit, so he could have flat magic to offset that.
Could also have, rod equipability, and if there's no Dagger Imperial in play, that you could just still use rods.
Maybe, yeah.
Yes, that's true too.
I mean, we don't know, right? Like he could even have
Yeah,
a rod
exactly.
and dagger in peril, like on an ability, and then you can use both, I guess,
Mhm.
and it's fine. But it is a good point though that Sinzar is raising, because like, what's our second best dagger for magic? That would be like
Ram's dagger.
None,
Rem.
actually. None that's
Yeah.
worth, honestly.
BB
Yeah.
Rim's STMR.
yeah,
and
Rem is like what
is
160
pretty
or
decent.
something.
Yeah, which is a lot
think
lower.
176, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
170 something.
Then that's okay. I mean, it's on the same power level as this, and as Sinzar said, this is low magic, so hopefully he has some passives to
Mm.
bring that back up, because like for Dagger in Peril, of course you have Ling, right? So then if this unless this person has their own, let's see. All right, cool. And what about the card? Is there anything special about that?
It's back to 110 magic, so
Oh.
Louise is still at the top there, same as Ling is for physical.
So then it means that
Yeah, but
people
it's
that are maybe
very killer.
and people that are saving their tickets for cards could then safely buy one of Luis's card if you're lacking a strong magic card, I guess.
Those tickets from like the premium units are not being updated. So
Oh, that pool's not being updated.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh,
Yeah, so
but then
Really?
so then I guess Ling and Luis are the best choices in that, unless you need something specific like, I don't know, Faris or something like that.
yes.
Okay.
Interesting choice.
What do you mean? To not update
Just
or?
for them, to not update it. Like it's not a limited time pool. It lasts until 2030. So it's interesting to just not update it.
Yeah, it is. But I guess like, otherwise people would just be hoarding and
Well,
pulling the good cards from there.
The reason for that is because like Sephiroth, Ferris, and Tifa are Aerith and Tifa are permanent units. So if you pull them in 2027, you can still at EX1 you can still pick a card.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
What's wrong with that? Why shouldn't it also be the newer cards? It's still not got the premium cards.
But listen, in 2027, cards are gonna have like 5,000 attack and probably like 5,000 flat attack as well on them. So power creep.
Those will be the super ultra premium cards.
Yeah, probably. You need like 12 copies of a unit, and like you also need to send Gumi just $1,000 to get it. Like there's no other way to get this unit. Like that's $1,000 cost to just awaken it. Is what it's gonna be. Gonna be very interesting.
So it's been like 15 minutes and we're not even through the first piece of news.
Okay, sorry, Dream. Thanks for keeping us on track. The second unit on the banner.
What is this?
But listen,
What
the
is
second
on track
unit.
this podcast?
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody really knows. Like we never, like we always keep off track, and which is good. Also, it's also bad because people complain about it, but it's also good. So the second unit on the banner is Clio, a unit I've only seen before together with Axstar. So is this unit half as good as Axstar and Clio?
No.
She was okay. Yeah, she was okay.
Is good.
She was okay when she came out on time in JP back in the 7-star era, but because we skipped her and now she's like 2 years late, she's completely worthless. She does get Neovision's Awakening on the Roka banner, or did in JP. So in the future, she'll get an Awakening, although her Awakening is not super great either. It's okay.
It's decent, I think, isn't it? But yeah,
it's
still an NVA damage dealer.
Yeah, it's definitely better than most of our NVAs. But if you're like currently caught up with the meta with like Zidane, Sephiroth, etc., she does less than all those, but she does do more than most of the older NVAs.
How much Reaper Killer is her TMR?
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say like maybe that's the saving grace. Reaper Killer TMR.
Yeah, it's a decent material.
So at least if you pull one, you're gonna have more Reaper Killers for DV, because they are really rare still. So that's nice to have. That's nice to have. Yeah, okay, but cool. Then we can move on. We don't have to say much more about Clio, so that means we save some of our time. Okay, so next DV, now we know about it. Senzar, is this the DV you were expecting?
Yes, this is the one with Saul, Behemoth, and Chaotic Darkness as the final 3 bosses. We talked about this a little bit last week, and it'll be fun.
Okay, so is this the one where we're starting to not be able to use certain elements on the final stage, or is this still the vanilla version?
Global changed the elements like 3 DVs ago. People haven't really noticed it because it's been kind of easy, but the final boss is still unlocked. But on JP, the second to last bosses were only -50. Global's been changing it to -200 and then raising the defense and spirit. So if you go off element, you're really heavily penalized. But the thing is, because Global's power level is so high, and people are just like staying on element and blowing up the second to last bosses, no one's really noticed or brought it up, but it has been a thing. If you go on there in Libra, you'll see they're -200, while the JP versions were only -50.
Oh, interesting.
I guess the difference the difference with these ones in particular is that there's some like damage you cannot avoid, basically, so you can't get perfect damage scores on some of them.
Right. Oh, okay, interesting.
We,
But
we can also see with this one we're getting the Dark Matter Spear and Staff, and they go all the way up to +10. So
Dream, can
11th
you
level.
tell us a bit about the ability that the Dark Spear has?
I think that's more in your area of expertise.
Really. I thought the name was hilarious. So it's Dark Penetration, damage all enemies. All right.
Damn it, Barros.
I
I think
mean,
the Scepter one is much more my speed. Dark Disaster.
yeah. But wait. So that's a
sums up my
staff.
life. Yes, it's a staff.
Oh,
But it does boost magic and not spirit.
exactly. And it's like super high magic. It's like 257 magic. Holy shit.
Yeah, actually, that's funny because Rod is still maxed at +9. This is actually the best magic weapon for a while.
Yeah, but like, where's Staff and Peril? So how are you even going to use this?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, interesting.
The staff in Peril comes with the Una later on. It's still kind of far away from global though.
Okay, so there will be one. So there will be uses for this weapon. The spear is a bit more difficult. We don't really have any dual wielding spear dragoons, right? Like, when are you gonna be like unless the flat attack would actually be no, it can't be better than variants. No way.
Barros, can you pronounce the name of the spear?
The name what?
Of the spear.
Dark Fashard? Is that like a
Can you pronounce the sphere?
Dark Fockard.
Nice. Now I expect to hear this in every video now. Like Dark Fucker.
Say that louder, Sinza. Say it again,
All
Sinza.
children.
It's Dark Fockard. That's what it is.
Okay, now I need to look up what a fashard is. Okay, so it's a type of polearm actually used in Europe from the 11th to the 17th centuries.
A spear is a type of spear.
It's a type of spear, yeah, and it seems to be French. So, but sure, I can't pronounce French. So I'm just gonna go with Cesar's pronunciation for this. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna move on. Forget this happened. So we're also getting story update or next chapter of the story. So isn't
whatever. Who cares about that? That's Lapis.
It is, but isn't story ending soon?
This I believe is the final finale. Like you kill the final boss here. There is an update.
I knew it had to be getting close.
Yeah, there is an update afterwards though, kind of like the end of season 2, where it shows you what all the characters are doing after they save the world.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. That will come next month if we follow the way JP did it.
So there's like an
when
epilogue chapter.
Daisy hooks up.
Hey, listen, no spoilers, okay? I'm actually gonna listen. I'm gonna watch the story in this. Like this is the final chapter, so I'm actually gonna watch all the story because I need to know how it ends. Also, I am a bit disappointed that it seems like it's Rain fighting the enemy. Like, wasn't this all about Fina? Why is Rain the main character again? Oh yeah, because Fina is gone.
Barros, going back to the whole spoiler bit, if you look at Face's Limit Burst, it's not a spoiler, okay?
Okay, listen, I would be very happy if that happens, but I don't want you to be spoiling things for our listeners. Like now our listeners are like, oh my God, fuck this cotton person. She just spoils everything. I never want to listen to the podcast.
Care about the story, honestly. I thought they'd be happy I spared them the pain of reading the story.
Yeah, people probably just see story as Lapis. True. Okay. Yeah, let's move on. We also are getting the Terra Chronicle battle, but unfortunately not the Terra upgrades. Sorry, did I miss something?
I'm just saying, I think we brushed over that before, but yeah, the Red Dragon Chronicle with the Terra Sword upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't actually save this to release alongside Cyan's banner.
Yeah.
Maybe you're getting something else doing Cyan's banner then. I could dream.
Yeah,
right?
you're getting an item world, Cotton. I'm sorry.
Oh, shucks! Let me dream.
The EX battles for permanent or for non-premiums, they are actually considered Chronicle battles. So the Valagarmanda is considered the Final Fantasy VI Chronicle EX stage. So
interesting.
Okay.
That's where they group them.
So I guess this is like a small power boost to Terra. You're getting 500 flat magic and maybe some easier
Yeah.
gearing because she's getting 50 LB on her sword as well. You can't do this
And the actual
twice, right?
sword magic, yeah, it's limited to 1 copy, but the actual sword magic goes up at like 30 points or something as well.
What do you mean 30 points? Oh, yeah, on the weapon.
Like
yeah,
it goes
exactly.
from like 180 to 210 or whatever it is.
No, it's actually
And Terra
190 to 210, so it's 20 points.
Okay, 20
And
points.
Terra does have Celis's VC now for the extra flat magic too, right?
Yeah, true. You could use Celeste's VC. I was also wondering, like, so since this sword frees up a slot for Terra, because like she can not use a 50% LB materia, does it make sense to run Celes STMR, Terra STMR, and then use the free slot to get the evocation damage back up? Like, could that be a better build for Terra?
Would that work?
Just let the builder decide.
Yeah, let the builder decide. True. But it's an interesting point. I'm gonna tell the builder I have Celeste STMR and let it see if like the because it's still 300 flat mag, so that's still a lot of mag.
True. But do you have Celis STMR?
Yes, of course I have, Cotton. Please, I am
Wait,
not a
how did you
fake
pull
fan
not
like you
Celis?
are.
How did you end
He
up pulling
totally
more Celis
doesn't.
than me?
So
He
How
totally
is that?
doesn't.
I accidentally used the yellow ticket on the banner and got a Celeste, so that was nice.
Wait, seriously.
Accidentally.
So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, accidentally, but it turned out to be a Celeste, and I'm super happy. So I am still the best Final Fantasy VI fan of the podcast hosts.
We shall see. Okay, when it comes to science, we shall see.
Yeah, I am afraid, not gonna lie, because I am not pulling anything on that banner, honestly. Like, no way, I've pulled so many envies now. Okay, so we have one last thing we want to talk about, which is the return of the Cruelest Creations. It seems to be the design bosses, right? The fan design bosses.
Yep, it's a rerun of all 3 of those.
And it's just a rerun. It's not like an upgrade or improvement.
But we don't know if the bosses will actually be different. I don't think.
Okay.
But they each have a new set of killer pair materials of different races.
So that's good.
That's another 3 really good killer materials with 2 copies of each, presumably.
And it seems like we are getting almost all FFB units are getting bonuses. We have Noppy, Behemi, Ling, Elena. So not NV Elena, but so what's that? Starlight Elena? Wait, no.
Yoshikiri and Starlight Elena have finally been retired.
Yeah, they have been retired. Yeah, exactly. And then we have Cacteria, Louise, Ygni.
Hey, Yoshikiri hasn't retired. Yoshi is a bonus unit.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with my extra Yoshi?
Yoshi is not a bonus.
Basically, it's
my extra Yoshi.
It's the design units plus the first set of cow banner units.
So I guess I can now finally shard the extra copies of Yoshi and Elena I've just kept around to get bonuses. So I guess it's finally time. Yeah. It's a sad day.
I have extra Yoshi.
Listen,
he's useless now.
Cotton, I am hoping that we're gonna get Yoshi EX upgrades, okay? And Elena EX upgrades. I really am. Like, I honestly hope we're getting those. Okay, cool. And then there is this other thing called Trusted Creations Special Quests.
That's just a small upgrade for Ygni's TMR, same as like Behemi's Sawtooth and Noppy's one.
But you're just getting one of them, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be the exact same format where like there'll be a quest that gives a materia, and then you can craft a slightly upgraded version of the TMR that combines that materia in.
Makes sense. Okay, very cool. So interesting. It's going to be very interesting come Thursday to figure out whether Ygni is going to be a must pull or just a interesting unit, but like not top of the power curve. Let's see, because like I am a bit allergic now with Sky having shat on everything. So let's see what Ygni does.
I think the hardest thing about pulling for Ygni is that unlike Sky, we don't know if he will be useful for the next cow.
True.
I mean,
exactly.
we are hoping that he is.
I mean, they could be just trolling
no guarantee that he will. Yeah, exactly.
We should know if you want to wait till the last, because Dark Visions is 2 weeks, and we should get the news for the next Clash 2 days before Ygni's banner closes. So
Well,
yeah.
actually, even before that, on the 1st of next month, we should get the news that has like all the races and elements for both DV and Clash of Wills.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, and in 6 days we should know.
And as Sinzar also said, if the next cow is dark, that means our boy Sephiroth is going to be performing really, really well on it.
As long as you
Unless
have
you
him at
don't
a
have an
good
actual
EX level, yeah.
Sephiroth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, true.
Not
Shard
everyone is
dungeon.
built like Sinza, like a certain Sinza.
So listen, Sinzar,
Hey.
now that we know that you're on Gumi's payroll, I need you to deliver a message to Gumi and ask them where the fuck is the shard dungeon, because I'm honestly really worried now. Like, where is it?
The Shard Dungeon is Japanese exclusive content.
Yeah, that's what
mean-
I'm feeling now. Because I need more shards. Like, they need to do something. They need to do something, and they need to communicate. Because right now, like, it's not happening. And yeah, I
What
am
do you mean?
afraid.
They gave us shards for friend points. Isn't that what you wanted? JP got that. We should be
Yeah,
happy,
is
right?
that
Yeah.
like, is that what
Daily
Gumi is thinking?
shards.
I mean, is that what Gumi is thinking? Is that like they're like, yeah, you know, we gave them this friend point shard summon, so that should be enough. Like they don't need a shard dungeon. That would be horrible if that's the case. I'd honestly.
I mean, honestly, why wouldn't they be thinking that? Like, what else
I
do you
don't-
expect?
I don't think it's possible for anyone to think that that was an alright solution.
Oh wow! So you are giving Gumi a lot
Yeah.
of credit, my friend.
Only a little bit.
I mean, because like
A lot.
no, but honestly, like I really think we need that. Like we need the shard dungeon. I have Tifa that's
Mhm.
crying in a corner. I have a Luis that's crying in a corner. Like I have so many units. I am like 20 shards away from EX2. Gumi, please deliver. I need the shard dungeon. Or just give us what JP has. Come on.
They're saving it for the update video.
When is the update video?
Ever. The
What do you mean?
update
I
video
feel
is
like
in the
it.
same place as a shard dungeon, I assume.
Oh, we haven't heard anything about that then either. I thought you were
No.
saying it, Hans, because there was like a date or something. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess game is dying, and we should all move to other gachas.
Or
That-
you can start playing Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it in me. I'm gonna stick around until this game dies, and then I'm gonna probably start my own private server that still keeps the game alive. That's the amount of investment I have right now in this
You
game.
will become the Gumi.
I will become the Gumi. Yes.
What if Barros is secretly Gumi, right?
If I
How
was
else
secretly
does he-
Gumi, I would be rich as fuck. Like so that I'm down. I'm down.
Fine, sorry, not. Let me correct it. You're not Gumi, but you are on Gumi's payroll.
Yeah, well, I wish I was on Gumi's payroll because then I could be like Sinzar and get like these small tweaks in the game code making me shitter every unit. Although, again, I can't complain. I've been shittering a lot lately, so maybe I am on Gumi's payroll.
Exactly.
Maybe
How
I
much
am.
lucky does Sinza have again?
Do I have? I am down to I think like exactly 100K after the Sephiroth disaster.
I love it
Wow,
how it's
only-
like down to.
Down to 100K.
Yeah.
I have 50K, okay? And I'm probably, almost 60K, probably down to about 55K maybe once I'm done getting all the sky shards. So yes, Sinza, give me your lapis, damn it.
Well, listen, Cotton, listen. So I just heard that Xenogears was again released in JP as a collab, and I'm super excited. That's still my favorite JRPG in the world, and so I've started hoarding. So I am the proud owner of 1,540 lapis. All right, so it's going somewhere.
That's only going to last like what, 1 week?
Yeah, let's see what happens when Cyan's banner comes.
So, but honestly, I have no interest at all in Xenogears. Only thing that's keeping me playing is in vain hope of there being a Final Fantasy 14 collab, okay?
Well, there might. We've had several, so nothing is stopping. them.
Look, the last one we had was what? How many years ago? And they were limited time units. My hope isn't exactly very high there.
Let's see. Maybe there's a new expansion coming.
I mean, there is a new expansion coming, but I don't think they'll give anything for it. That's the
Let's
thing.
see. Let's see. They're really milking it now, so they could. And I also think we've really spent all of the content for this week's really long episode. Actually, did I miss something over, guys? Like, did I forget something?
So there was the DV ticket summon that doesn't matter.
Oh, what NVs
You
are
mean
included?
You mean the Ghost Simulation summon?
It was
Or
like,
is it the...
if I can do it from memory, it was Cacteria, Rain, Sol, and someone else who Arden, who's
Oh,
actually decent.
but I mean, Cacteria is super decent. Like Cacteria is a fantastic
Cacteria and
unit.
Arden are the pretty good ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Sol and Rain are jokes.
Okay, but then that's then you don't have to cry when you see like a NV crystal drop on the DV summon and you're like, fuck me, these units suck. No, now you can be like, okay, this is either Cacteria or Arden. That's what you hope for.
I mean, that's
What do you
what they
mean?
usually do.
It's
They
going to be
usually
the
do
troll
2
unit
decent, 2
anyway.
bad ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always a troll unit.
Yeah, I guess, but you know, you can keep hope alive. Okay, that's what I want to do.
It's free pulls.
Yes, it's free pulls.
Taras, I don't want any more hope. Do you know how many hopes I got off banner?
Classic.
Nice. All right.
That's throwback.
Yeah, that is a throwback. All right, everyone. Thanks for chilling this week. This is going to be very interesting Thursday to figure out just how good Ygni is and if he is as game breaking as Sky. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
But,
Later.
See ya.